God, God, my God, why did you dump me miles from nowhere? Doubled up with pain, I call to God all the day long. No answer. Nothing. I keep at it all night, tossing and turning.
The front lines were grueling.
I'm broken. I'm broken. And my colleagues are broken.
Nobody is going to be the same after this.
At Elmhurst Hospital in New York, Dr. Laura Ivacoli and her colleagues were seeing 400 COVID patients a day nearly a year ago.
And you? Are you indifferent? Above it all, leaning back on the cushions of Israel's praise? We know you were there for our parents. They cried for your help, and you gave it. They trusted and lived a good life.
Once overwhelmed hospitals for vaccines. Also emerging, the monumental task of helping healthcare workers deal with their trauma. The new COVID relief bill sets aside $40 million for their mental health. At Abbott Northwestern Hospital in Minneapolis, which we first visited in November,
I think it's only going to get worse.
The scars linger for Dr. Clara Zamorano.
Now, every time I come to work, my son cries. As I'm leaving, it's multiple hugs, more hugs. Just this anxiety about me coming to work. They think I'm going to get sick.
And here I am, a nothing, an earthworm, something to step on, to squash. Everyone pokes fun at me. They make faces at me. They shake their heads. Let's see how God handles this one. Since God likes him so much, let him help him.
Our Republican friends have made it clear, the people out there, made it clear they strongly support the American Rescue Plan. Yesterday, with the final passage of the plan in the House of Representatives, their voices were heard and reflected in everything we have in this bill.
And to think, you were midwife at my birth, setting me at my mother's breasts when I left the womb. You cradled me. Since the moment of birth, you've been my God. Then you moved far away, and trouble moved in next door. I need a neighbor. Herds of bulls come at me, enraging bull stampede, horns lowered, nostrils flaring, like a herd of buffalo on the move.
Wonderful. Well, I can't wait till he sees it. Say, where is he? I want to give it to him. I know, he's in the store.
A Big Bird?
Hmm?
He's not in there.
Oh, then where is he?
Big Bird, don't you remember we told you Mr. Hooper died? He's dead.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Well, I'll give it to him when he comes back.
Big Bird, Mr. Hooper's not coming back.
Why not?
Big Bird, when people die, they don't come back.
Ever?
No, never.
Why not?
Well, Big Bird, they're dead. They can't come back.
Well, he's gonna come back. Why, who's gonna take care of the store? And who's gonna make my birds eat milkshakes and tell me stories?
Big Bird, I'm going to take care of the store. Mr. Hooper, he left it to me. And I'll make you your milkshakes, and we'll all tell you stories, and we'll make sure you're okay.
I am a bucket kicked over and spilled. Every joint in my body has been pulled apart. My heart is a blob of melted wax in my gut. I'm dry as a bone, my tongue black and swollen. They have laid me out for burial in the dirt.
You're right, Big Bird. It'll never be the same around here without him.
Yeah.
But you know something? We can all be very happy that we had a chance to be with him and to know him and to love him a lot when he was here.
Yeah.
Now packs of wild dogs come at me. Thugs gang up on me. They pin me down hand and foot and lock me in a cage. A bag of bones in a cage, stared at by every passerby. They take my wallet and the shirt off my back, and then they throw dice for my clothes. You, God, don't put off my rescue. Hurry and help me. Don't let them cut my throat. Don't let those mongrels devour me. If you don't show up soon, I'm done for. Gored by the bulls, meat for the lions.
We are learning this morning that it could be weeks before that giant ship wedged sideways in the Suez Canal will be moved. Weeks.
And welcome to BBC World News. In the last few minutes, the British Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab has said that the killing of unarmed civilians and children in Myanmar represents a new low.
Oh, we often cast poor people in a bad light. But who digs the dishes? Where other people's children cast her in the bus? Poor people.
Here's the story I'll tell my friends when they come to worship, and punctuate it with hallelujahs. Shout hallelujah, you God worshippers. Give glory, you sons of Jacob. Adore him, you daughters of Israel. He has never let you down, never looked the other way when you were being kicked around. He has never wandered off to do his own thing. He has been right there listening. Here, in this great gathering for worship, I have discovered this praise life. And I'll do what I promised right here, in front of the God worshippers, down and outers sitting at God's table, and eat their fill. Everyone on the hunt for God is here, praising him. Live it up, from head to toe. Don't ever quit. From the four corners of the earth, people are coming to their senses. They're running back to God. Long-lost families are falling on their faces before him. God has taken charge. From now on, he has the last word. All the power mongers are before him, worshiping. All the poor and powerless, too, worshiping, along with those who never got it together, worshiping. Our children and their children will get in on this as the word is passed along from parent to child. Babies not yet conceived will hear the good news that God does what he says.
Matthew 27, verse 45 to 54. From noon to 3, the whole earth was dark. Around mid-afternoon, Jesus groaned out of the depths, crying loudly, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani, which means, my God, why have you abandoned me? Some bystanders who heard him said, He's calling for Elijah. One of them ran and got a sponge soaked in sour wine and lifted it on a stick so he could drink. The others joked, "Don't be in such a hurry. Let's see if Elijah comes and saves him." But Jesus, again crying loudly, breathed his last.
At that moment, the temple curtain was ripped into two. Top to bottom, there's an earthquake. And rocks were split in pieces. What was more, tombs were opened up, and many bodies of believers asleep in their graves were raised. After Jesus' resurrection, they left the tombs, entered the holy city, and appeared to many. The captain of the guard and those with him, when they saw the earthquake and everything else that was happening, were scared to death. They said, "This has to be the Son of God."